I'm back. Back on the 2.4. Just hoping things go better than last time. I'm sure they will. I'm really sure they will. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure my audio is working. Hey, swans. Yeah, so, really, I guess there's probably been a couple changes since the last time I went into the 2.4. What I've done, of course, was put in the doors. And they come off. And the middle thing is crooked. I know that. I do know that. But you can't tell when it's open. Well, I might fix it. But whatever. So yeah, the removable doors are all removable, are all working. There's a good seal around everything. I don't need 6mm tape. So that's all good. Put those off to the side. We need to get in here and we need to start looking at some serious wiring going on here. Like, I mean, like, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess this is another thing. Come close. Don't be afraid. Oh, that might have, yeah. Don't be sick. From me swinging the camera around. Okay, so the LED lights, they're in. It all looks good to me. Everything, of course, gets wired up down here, the same as in the Trident. So those are ready to go too. I had to create some, where are they here? Those skinny end piece. Okay, there. Is just enough to hold a screw and cover the end of the thing. Of course, you know, the first design of the, whoa. The first design of those, hey Zed. The first design of these didn't even have ends like that. That came after, so we're good. I don't know what else to say, really. I guess the biggest thing is we got some wiring to do. That's the only thing that can be said, is wiring is required. That's what we've got to deal with. Everything is here. And in addition to everything being here, I've gone and I've added these. Everything's bridged. I have little thin rail bridge thingies. So we got a ground, we got that, we got that. I'm figuring, of course, that'll just be green. These will be the white, the live, and the neutral. I'm looking at the plug, just wondering to see if I did it right. I'm gonna say I did it wrong. But let's make sure. Because I found the original. So yeah, I'm packing everything up. Hey Bert, hey Swans, hey Squirrel Brain. Because I'm packing everything up, I was starting to get to the workbench, and yeah, I found the plug from the original. So so what is that? It does not have any discernible marking. I'll have to look it up. Okay, so brown is our live. What? I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, blue is neutral. Why is the blue fused if it's neutral? Doesn't seem right to me. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. That just sounds crazy. No, I'm just going to wire it up based on the colors right now. And then I'll get a multimeter and I will verify what's what. So we're more concerned with wiring right now, not with whether those need to be swapped around. So ignore that. Ignore that. So we need this to go to one of our neutrals. Guess that can probably go on this side. Where's my screwdriver? Yes, the white wire is going to the black. Oh, wait a minute. So maybe it does matter. Well, I'm going to assume internet's right then. Because why would it lie over and over and over again? Right? So I need to basically clear some of this off. And yeah, basically hook it up to this side. This, and this, I'm gonna pop this off and turn it the other way. That actually makes more sense. Can come and hook up on this side. Yay! Okay, let's get it done. That didn't go right. There we go. Same with this. Come on. Now remember, the idea here is that I just plug this back in and it all works. So I gotta make sure that I'm plugging everything into here based on Clipper. Hey, Zex. So that's what I've got to be sure of here. Well, let's measure that. You know, I'm not making this all tight and going through a bunch of channels. If anything, I'll just have the one channel running through the middle. I'll have the bundle of wire bundled and brought to there, and then goes into the channel and goes to where it needs to go. This has been a total pain in the butt. It's not even attached, really. So I'm going to take that out. We'll have to fix that before we go too far. So yeah, I'm going to just pull back here while I clean all this up and you know. What do I need? Need about that. Come on. I have the tools to do this. Which is basically just a sharper one of those. Where is my knife? Well, that's awesome. I know I didn't pack it or anything. I'm betting it's just got covered by something. There we go. Come on. Oh, really? That's holding you? There we go. am I doing wrong there? Why did it only cut the bottom? That's too small. There we go. Okay. There's no what do you call it? No ends put on these. They just go in raw. Sorry. There we go. Competent streamer at work. Okay, there we go. That's pretty solid. I'm just going to take that off. And I'm just going to leave a little circle of wire. Not wire, shielding. Of course, we all know what's going to happen. The little piece is going to want to move and the big piece is going to want to stay on. There we go. Easy enough. Okay, we'll clean this up. Okay. Okay, and now basically wire these up. Wrong screwdriver. Yeah. I make it difficult. You know what? We're going the other way. Okay, none of those are coming out by themselves. Or if somebody pulls on them for that matter. But what I did notice was these are not on properly. And that is because they're all upside down. And done. Little Red Bull to celebrate. Or actually, no, not to celebrate, just a little Red Bull. So I'm seeing I may have to replace this wire here. This one seems long enough because basically the hole is right. Well, it's probably fine. I don't know what to do about this. That's a mess to deal with later. Well, not later, but last. Got our bed. I don't even know where, remember where T0 and all that is. I'll have to look at the diagram for that. But I guess that's not my goal right now. My goal is to get this wired up. Oh, come on, really? It's like, yeah, really? Wow. Well, that one was a lot easier once something was out of the way. What I'm doing, does what I do matter here? No, it doesn't. That was right. That was right. Now that I look at it, yeah, the black is live. It's fused. I don't even have to worry about anything else. Okay, so yeah, I pulled that off just for kicks, just to make sure I could. Okay, so really all we need to do is break this open. And I wish I did have a better tool to do this, because every time I do this I have to make sure that I didn't cut into the wires below, because that would be bad. And of course, bending it like this isn't helpful either. Ow. Okay. What is it doing? Am I not cutting through it? Am I cutting too deep? Cutting too deep. Almost. But then I've got to run a line from the live to the switch to the SSR. Okay, so there we go. That's all our mains basically wired up, except for one jumper. Sorry. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh. There we go. That's better. Now I need this crimper. And I need these. That's not pulling out of there. After the after putting together all the power stuff for the Legacy, I started to get concerned that the SSR wasn't a high enough wattage, and I don't know. I know better, but my brain started thinking did a calculation wrong at the very beginning. Of course, it's 60 watts. There's no, not 60 watts, it's 60 amps, not 60 watts. So when I looked at it and it just had 60 on it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna use more than that. But that's not, that wasn't what the rating was. Okay, now that I've made an absolute mess of the desk, that looks reasonably good. Let's put this back here. You know, these can be tied together. They'll all sit on this side of the panel, which will be attached to the bottom of here, with two cutouts. Two small cutouts. Now I'm thinking of looking for some it's like I guess it's like weather stripping for like doors and stuff like that, where it's like a bunch of fibers that will stick out and these will pass through as they go up and down. But I don't know if that's even going to be necessary. The other thing I could do is just have something that clips onto here and has the flat piece that just sits on top of here, and when it, you know, when it closes, it all just comes together and covers the hole. The big concern though is more about how is this to be cut? How am I supposed to cut this? Right now, this is what it looks like. It's all bent and warped from the heat. The corners are square. They need to be round. So there's a lot to do to figure out what's going to happen with the thing underneath here. I'm kind of worried about it actually. But that is our mains wiring. And now, I'm not going to fix this now. That's the pie. So what we have to do now is not mains wiring. This part always worries me, mainly because, oh, actually I just got worried about something else too. Oh. If this goes like this, and that plastic cover is attached to the bottom, what about this and this? Looks like the bottom might actually have to be lifted out. You have to lift out the bottom the same as the Trident. Well, that will be something we have to deal with when we get to it. But right now, wiring. It's all about the wiring. So I've thought about it, and I was going to just make a completely red wiring harness, but I've decided that I'm actually going to go with red and black, just so I don't have to deal with it. That's my plan, just so I don't have to deal with it. So we'll basically be matching what's already in here. I'll be measuring out lengths of red and black to make fan wires. So I need 2 sets of fan wires. I need a set of other wires. What other wires do I need? I need the hot end I need the thermistor, clicky, so that's 10 wires. Hey, Duff. It's 10 wires. And then we need I need to find the wires for the motor. I'll be reusing those. And that will get us from here to here. Basically, actually, that'll get us to here. Then I'll need a connector with 4 wires to go from the Hall sensor. That's the one that kept on breaking. I'm not reusing the wires from that. Through to here. That'll get us to there, and then I'll have to find the wires for these. And that will get us to the bottom. I'm pretty sure that, you know, I did have a thermistor wire shoved in here before, with, you know, this crappy stuff. I'm testing to see if it works with the LED wires. That would be nice. Otherwise, I might have a problem, and the solution to that problem is going to have to do with putting a hole through here, through at the back, and running them down with some of that automotive tape that, you know, sticks everything down. Yeah, good for them. Sorry. The only bad part of my experience with the LDO thing was the wiring harness. That's what I didn't like about the switch wire. It makes it easy, I guess, but it had its own problems. The really hard plastic in the tags on the end were a big big part of it, I would say. But yeah, I'm fully capable of making a very good wiring harness. And I you know, breakout board would be nice. But hey, this is about making things, and I almost feel as though ordering a almost. I do feel as though ordering a wiring harness is almost like cheating when it comes to making things. Now, yeah, if you want to just get to the printer, which I actually wish I did get a proper wiring harness for this the first time. Because at that point, I just wanted to get to the printer, get to the printing, and I wasn't concerned with the build experience as much. But now I'm enjoying the building experience. I'm making it what I want it to be, rather than, oh, I guess I could plug this in, rather than what I got, you know what I mean? So that's the reason for just going and making my own wiring harness. Now, I really wish I kept that screwdriver. I guess it was close by. Oh. Well, that's dumb. Why would I do that? Yeah, well, that's dumb. It didn't work. That's my fault, of course. I don't know what I've done. That's definitely open. I think it was closed. What am I doing here? There, that's what I'm doing here. Okay, now it's attached. I'll get some, you know what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to get rid of these. I do have, like, things that I can just crimp across those and cover with tape. Heat shrink tape, tubing. But let's figure out what we need. And we'll make some labels. General labels. Okay, general labels it is. So what do I need? I need the probe. I need the hot end. And then we need T0. What else goes on here? I only want to do one because it's just going to waste space. Otherwise, it's going to use an inch on every end, and you know, I don't want to use a foot of tape just for 3 inches of labeling. Hot end, T0. We need P-fan. And we need H-fan. So we got a hot end fan, a part fan, and then we need our motor, which we don't really need because it already exists and I'm not really making it myself. Okay, let's see what this thing does. Oh, it didn't do anything. It went and did number 2. Text too high? You're too high. What do you mean text too high? $18 point. Okay. Let's go into there and change this. What am I doing? Escape. Font. Okay. No, escape. Font. 12 point? 9 point. Text too high. Oh, it just cleared everything. Well, screw you. Probe. Space. Space, space. I think the text too high was because somehow... Hey, what? 3D Canada. Yeah, that's the heat shrink printer. This is the first time I've ever used it. Welcome to the stream. Okay, probe. We got the probe. We want the hot end. I want T0. P-fan. an H fan. Now don't hit enter. Just space, space, space. Print. Cassette type does not match. What? Why can't you like go, hey, I'm gonna use this cassette type. I'm gonna use the one you have in there. Oh. I think it did. Or it's just whiny and complainy. Yay! It's a thing. Now, do it again. Cassette type does not match. Continue? Okay. Cut tape or press enter. Oh, you don't have to cut the tape. You don't have to cut the tape. Okay, so this has been a long time in waiting, and when I think Squirrel Brain's the one who's somewhat responsible for me taking it to this level. And now that I've got these, thank you. This is awesome. So there we go. Now, from what I hear, you don't need that crazy machine to do this. You just need the crazy heat shrink tape. So you can go with a lower end machine, it'll still work. Or there's some type of workaround or something. Okay, wires. I need wires. Sorry, I'm off screen looking for wires. I don't know how long the wires are supposed to be. This long? I'm gonna go look it up because it's there. Voron 2.4 wiring harness length. Electrical wiring, Voron documentation. V2 gantry wires. So, what the Voron Design website has to say. Yeah, tape over the holes on the cassette. Yeah, it's hackable. It's easily hackable. Yeah, you know, I did try to get like the off-brand ones from 2 different companies, but neither of them shipped. I actually think it was the same company selling the same thing under 2 different names. And one of them, just they didn't ship. I got refunds. I'm not worried about that, but I just thought it was kind of weird that nobody wanted to send me one. Okay, so this needs to be, it says 350 X tool head that needs to be 3 meters long. You know what? I'm hoping that 5-foot cassette lasts me the rest of my life. Truthfully. So we need 3 meters of wire. How am I going to do this? You know, I was at my mom's this weekend. I set up the thing to cut the holes in the bed for the Legacy, and there were these meter-long aluminum. Basically, they were meter sticks, but they were aluminum. Some people would call them a yardstick, but that would be yards, and that would be in a different country. But here in Canada, we call them meter sticks. And you know, they had them at school. There was a meter stick up at the board. You had this wooden meter stick, and these were aluminum, and we used them to figure out the angles on the corners of my parents' property out there, like a long time ago, 25 years. Wow. So yeah, I was looking at those and I was like, damn, I could use those. They're not being used here, so I should grab them. Of course I didn't. So we're stuck to doing this some other way. How big is this table? Maybe we'll just wrap it around the table twice. No, I got so many tape measures, but I can never ever find one. Is that the same for everybody in tape measures? Okay, I'm going to go get a different tape measure. Sorry. I was talking about the crazy tape measure. I shouldn't do that because that's why it's all crinkly too. But that was 10 feet. So how big is this? Hey DJ Natty. Welcome to the stream. Tool headboard? No. So this is 3'6". I guess that would have probably been better in centimeters. This is 425 centimeters. What? That doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. Well, that's dumb. Yeah, it's 42 inches. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That's a bad tape measure. It doesn't have centimeters on it. 1067. Thanks to it. Okay. It tells me it's 1067, which is right on. So that's 106. So I'm guessing if I were to wrap around here 3 times, that should be about right. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give myself some extra room too. Actually, it might be easier to use the heavier one to hold the lighter one. I'm gonna just slap this down here to hold this here, and I'm just gonna wrap this around here 3 times, as opposed to properly measuring things, you know, like a sane human being would do. I'm gonna use the archaic table length. And we're going 3 table lengths. I mean, this isn't table lengths, this is workbench lengths. And just because I've screwed this up before, I'm going an extra half table, half workbench. Yeah, it seems about right. I remember it being unbelievably long. I'm pretty sure they still use tables and workbenches to measure. No. But of course, I'm not American. I'm Canadian. And I use metric for everything except for the distance between the studs and the walls, basically. And you know, that's the other, basic, anything to do with a building. Workbench is an acceptable unit of measure. Yes, I have created my own standard. It's an Adams workbench long. Don't mix that up with the workbench from something else. Am I missing everything? I'm probably missing everything. There we go. One set of wire. Well, not one set, one half of one set. So, are we ready for some crimping? Some crimping goodness? What would we like this wire to be? I wonder if I can cut this with this. Well, let's make a fan wire. Ooh. I don't want them to be too big because they get, from what I recall, they get kind of rigid. And if they're rigid, they interfere with putting covers on and stuff like that. That was one of the problems I found with the LDO one, was they had these big, long, extremely solid plastic things on their wiring harness. So I think this is going to be the easy part. I think the hard part is going to be it's going to be the other end, because I'm going to have to cut all these, get everything all set up. Plug everything in, run them all through all the stuff, and then we're going to have to figure out where they actually plugged in. Not where they can plug in, but where they did plug in. That's going to be the tough part. I'll have to go back to the backups. Maybe it won't be so tough after all. I have the backups on GitHub. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Well, I guess we need it, just not right now. Well, thanks for joining us for the time that you did to it. Yeah, I'll be back building stuff. Well, 3 times a week is the plan. So hope to see you again later. Hey, Mechanico, how's the bathroom reno going? I didn't see the last couple videos. I think the last one I saw was 5. Okay, so we need to know what's going on in here. I can't just be guessing. I need to actually inquire and know. So we've got to pull the cover off this, see what we find underneath there. Okay, number 9. Okay, now we need to know how many benches and a table. Excuse me. Okay. Do we really need to know how many benches and a table, though? I think this is right. But I don't know why I can't get the wire in there. And now I've gone and taken it off, and now I don't know if it's right. Why is this a thing? Now I'm panicking. If at first you don't succeed, panic. go. There we go. I succeeded. Uh-oh. 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 If at first you don't succeed, wreck shit, blame it on somebody else and run away. No, don't do that. I won't cut this off. We must know how long a benchy is, though. Isn't that a known thing? So if we wanted to go with so many benchies in a workbench, we could figure it out. Isn't it already a standard? Ah. Come on. Doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Of course, that's probably my fault. Wow, we're doing pretty bad today. Ah! Ooh, that's tough. Come on. Why are you not cooperating? Ah, there we go. There we go. I need to get in there and there we go. Click. I heard the click. Okay, so let's try this out. We got that. It says H fan. There we go. There's our labeled hot end fan wires. 5 more to go. I mean, 4 more to go. I really need something to put this on. Is this my new chamber heater? No, now I'm missing something. Okay, that's good. Didn't realize there was things catching on to everything. Oh, the heat gun. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. I wonder how long you could run one of those for. You could like just basically drill a hole, make a ABS thing on the side, and just you could use that, turn that on to preheat the chamber. Anybody else got great video ideas? Well, yeah, that would be the thing. You'd have to make sure that it never got clogged, and the extreme hot air that was coming directly out of it was able to get somewhere. Okay, so I have another wire. What am I going to do with the old wire? I'll just string it on here. Just hang it on the printer. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I can picture this thing getting all tangled. I'm gonna hang it across the entire room, because that's logical. Okay, so we're on to P-fan. So that's a yes on the warping. I will agree that they have a tendency to warp. This warping came before I put this on it, though. Once this was on it, the warping ceased. But all the I think they're either like truthfully, what I want to do here, but I just don't have the ability to do yet. Or I don't know if I have the ability. Things are in flux. Sorry, things are in flux right now, if that's a good way to put it. Well, that was a good way to do that. If I can, I actually have it in my cart right now. I'm going to order a 2x2, 2 foot by 2 foot. There we go again. It's either in foot or inches. I don't know how to. Piece of ABS paneling. It's textured on one side. And with that, I'm going to cut a new panel for the bottom of this. But the clear acrylic seems to be doing fine for a temperature that maybe gets up to 60. So I'm okay at 60 degrees. So in an inch is 2.54 centimeters or 25.4 millimeters. So 25.4 times 12 would be a foot. I'm not. Something like that wouldn't be about heating the chamber. It would be about bringing the chamber up to temperature quicker, would be all it is. And truthfully, Nevermore is going to do that anyway. Well, I think. I think what Nevermore is going to do when it's running is pull heat off the bottom of the bed, which in my case might not be as much as some people's because it's the bottom of my bed's insulated too, and push it around the chamber. Whereas right now, the chamber on my printers really doesn't start to get heated up until after the fans start running on the hot end. Then the air starts moving around. That takes the heat off the surface of the bed, allows the bed to come back on and cycle more. Yeah, I've got an insulated bed, so I'm probably going to have to cut out a portion of it back here for Nevermore. Or if I do the classic, it will be up at the front. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to work around limitations of my machine. So yeah, we're going to have to see. Gonna have to see. It's going to be interesting anyway. So I guess this is a big, huge part of it. Without this, we never get there. And I know how everybody loves to watch wiring. I guess it's not really the watching the wiring. It's the getting to the result at the end. Why am I having such a time with these silicone wires right now? Okay. Take care, Meganico. I'll have a chance to check out your videos tomorrow. Okay, just a quick check to make sure these are wired up the same. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I love when it just clicks in. Click. Click, click. Okay, so there is our parts fan. Oh, I guess I need to measure wires with that. Okay. Now, thermistor. And the probe. You know what? They don't need black and white. They just need wires. There's no polarity on a clicky. So I'm gonna cut this, and then we'll just cut another one off that, and we'll just go red with that, and then there's the bed. Not the bed, the hot end, which I do have some thicker wire for, but it's black, so it is what it is. So everything else can be red. It's not going to make a real difference. I was thinking I'd get this big bundle of red wires as a harness, but then I thought, you know what? I'm just confusing myself in the long run if I ever have to cut something or something breaks inside the harness or something like that. Going with solid red is just going to cause problems. So I've backed off that decision. This is all silicone. So once I have the bundle made, it's horrible to work with. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the problem I had. I had all the wires in mine failing. Not after 200 hours, but after, I think I had my first wires fail at 1100 hours. And that was the wires to the probe. I didn't even cut the other end. So that was the wires to the probe, failed at about 1100 hours. I thought the probe was shot, and I ripped everything out and printed clicky and decided clicky was going on it. But of course, that wasn't the case, and there was nothing wrong with the probe, and it was just a broken wire. Yeah, this is the tool head. So what am I on right now? We've got T0. That's not going to cut it. I already have the motor wires. I'm using the same ones that were used in the kit originally. CAN bus, yeah, I was, that's funny. I was looking at CAN bus stuff. And the other thing I was looking at was that Mantis, Big Tree Tech's thing that takes that other board. Don't know what to think about that yet. So I used to have a horrible time making harnesses and stuff like that. But you know what? I did the harness for the that usually doesn't happen. I did the harness for all my other printers that didn't come with one, and by the time I got all the right tools and everything, I'm pretty confident with what I end up doing. And you get to a point where, you know, how did that go through there? You've done everything else on the printer. Why didn't you make the harness for it, you know? And like I said, when you got the right tools, it is basically as easy as that. It would make a lot more sense if there was tags on these, but I just know what these are. Okay, so there's our thermistor wire. Well, it's going to be nice. I'm actually going to, it's going to bring things together, putting all the drag chains on this. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this, and we're going to do the probe first, because that's the same wire. Or should I do the probe in black? No, it doesn't matter. Both ends will be labeled. And this thing's about a half a meter too long. So we got lots of wire. Okay, that did not do what I expected it to do. Okay, here we go. Ooh. No, I don't think my next printer is going to be a Voron. I believe the next thing is once all the other stuff is out of the way. Once all the other stuff is out of the way. And I'll do a 0G. Yeah. Mercury 1.1. Which probably means I'll need to order another bed. Another mag bed. That has clicky, eh? There's clicky for that, right? If not, I'm not touching it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why those are so difficult. You'd think it would be the same for the other ones, but really it's not. The other thing I'd like to do with my printer time is mess around with some independent duals. I want an IDEX of some type. I want to be able to print good signage and stuff like that quickly and easily. And an IDEX is just perfect for that kind of thing. I'm finding the MMUs are not all they're cut out to be. See that? No. Not really. But it's there. It says probe. Yeah, the Tridex. Yeah, it's a very Trident-like printer. The dot one. But you know, you can't say that about every, yeah, I shouldn't say that. It has some similarities in the fact that it's got a 3-point bed adjustment. But you know, that's what makes sense with a square. So I don't think they're like copying anybody. They're just doing what makes sense with a square. Okay, so I need some new wire. Not new wire, other wire. It's not that wire. This is 20 gauge. All that's 24. Tridex for an IDEX. Oh yeah, that Tridex. That's right. Isn't that like from the guy that does the Crucible and Salad Fork and all that? Didn't he do the Tridex? Just convert the Trident. I don't know, my thoughts a little different. I think my thoughts on that are a little different. I think I would want, because you're going to lose bed width, I think I would want to go and buy my own extrusions, cut them, build my own frame. I think I'd want to go that direction on an IDEX. Now that I have the ability to cut a frame, I feel as though I need to use that ability. Not really exactly that, but I just think it would be awesome to be able to build like a double wide. It wouldn't be double the width, but it would be wider. Tool changer would also be cool, yeah, but I keep on thinking about a tool changer, and I have the Excalibur tool changer that was my first printer that I built. Yeah, I would have to make a template or something to make blind joints. Prusa XL, yeah, yeah. Well, that's well, there we go. That's why Voron can't make a tool changer machine, because, you know, Voron and Prusa, eh? Sorry. Oh, shit. And I saw everybody's comments on that video. That was the funniest part. Sorry, I should shut up about it. But yeah. Yeah, well, you know, all I gotta say about that is, all I should say about that is that's not the first time something like that has happened from his channel. You know, I remember him coming out against somebody saying they're stealing his content, and sorry, Steve, sorry, Nero, sorry, Tom, I'm stealing your content. I'm building a Voron 2.4. You know, like, that was my thought on that too. If you don't want somebody, yeah, you're on YouTube. You know, I did gaming videos. If I ran around going on about people playing the same game as me, or building the same thing in a game like me, oh God. Get some clicks out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Every community has them. We can't avoid it. And now I know I have to be careful who I talk to. Like I said, I did spend some time the other day reading through the comments down in the thing. On that video. Then I saw some people here that did make comments on that video. But oh well, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to have fun and build a wiring harness Okay, there we go. We have all our wires. Well, no, we don't have all our wires. I still have to go find the, I gotta find the other wires. Oh, you know what? I'm probably an idiot. No, no, don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. There's no proof. I remember the bag now. I do. It's just, it's all clear. Yeah, that big tree tech, and I don't know how to, whatever that other name is. That's like, yeah, I knew that. Like, that's common knowledge, I think. The Triangle Labs dragons aren't copies. I didn't know that. But they're probably, you know, what is it? Triangle Labs produces the dragons for Fetus. That's the other thing. Is it Fetus or is it Fetus? Because I thought it was Fetus. Because Fetus doesn't make sense. Sorry. Yeah. A lot of the world is like that. It's funny. You know, you'll see TVs in different parts of the world sold under different brands, you know, stuff like that. It's the way it all works. And I guess they figure, in the case of some of them, they have multiple names because if they burn one, they can just use the other one. Is that my faith in humanity coming out? Okay, so right now I'm thinking I need to figure out where my wires are. What am I looking for here? Only one of those stores. There's only one D-Force Triangle Labs store on Alley. Unlike Big Tree Tech, who I'm confused about. Like, how many stores do they have? Is there only one? Okay, I believe the wires I'm looking for is in a box labeled PR1. So what's happened here is I believe I've taken the wires for the the motor. And the wires for the other motors and pack them already. I don't see them in any of the places they should be. They're also BQ or BIC or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Okay, so give me a couple minutes here, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna see if I can get to box PR1, and I'll drag it in here. Everything's labeled. It should be really easy. I'll be right back. Okay. Just like 400%. Okay, that's enough of that. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's the before harness. That's the end of the before harness. Here's the beginning of the before harness. So if you look at this, I've had to replace the original. And then things started breaking inside here on this set of wires. So I've repaired those, and yeah, everything else is fine. So what we need out of here is we need the motor wire. Damn. I look at this and I go, what is wrong with this harness? And you know, really, it is just too short for what I want to do. Trilap. Never heard of it. Of course, why would I have heard of it? So we're gonna have to replace this with something. That's the XY end stop. Ah! Why did you have to get involved with this? My cap. So, yeah, I won the. I won it on Narrow Stream. Quite a while ago, actually. But yeah, I did win this. I didn't buy it. Not that I wouldn't have. Actually, yeah, I don't know. To ship it to Canada was really expensive. I'm amazed. Like it cost him more to ship his own hat to Canada than the hat was worth. Oh, I should change the oh. Do you want to see this? This is me ripping tape and cutting through tape. It's a messy thing. Okay. No, I like it. I'm glad I got it, but I'm just like, wow, to get it here is crazy. This is a mess. This is a real mess. Okay, so there's the motor wires. There's A and B. I don't know what this is, but we're going with it. I'm gonna just keep on pulling until I have all of it. Oh. Turns out there's wires on the other end. Who would have thought of that? Oh, there we go. Now this just goes to bare wires. So we can do whatever we want with this. Oh, even shipping within Canada is a nightmare. See, it's multi-layered. Shipping in Canada is pretty expensive, yes. Oh, that's how long that is, eh? Huh. Shipping in Canada it can be pretty expensive. Just like a small package, yay big, to get it somewhere in a reasonable time, not normal snail mail, you're talking 25, 30 bucks, easily. And that doesn't matter who you ship it with. All of them are ripping everybody off. So it doesn't matter if you ship with UPS or Canada Post like just from Calgary to Winnipeg, an order from Spool 3D will cost me anywhere from $25 to $35 to ship. And what I don't understand in that whole transaction is how, if I order over $100, shipping is free. Does that mean that if I order over $100, that Spool is throwing in $25 to $30 to ship the stuff to me, which is basically all their profit on a $100 sale? I don't think so. There's something else going on there. Want to talk conspiracies? No, we don't want to talk some conspiracies. But yeah, I think it's way too expensive. And then once you like throw a shipping company that's going across a border somewhere, they basically rob you. Like, just imagine bandits on, you know, you're going along on your horse down the trail, and the border bandits come along and make you pay a toll, and they're collecting for the king, and they're collecting 1 bit for every 100 bits you have, and for the king, and then they'll take, you know, a flat fee for themselves in order to do so, which is more than they're collecting for the king. Like, that's basically what we've got going on here. Like they got no way to hide that. That is exactly what they're doing. They're basically robbing us to collect taxes in the name of the government. And the only reason they're getting away with it is because they're collecting taxes in the name of the government. How do you possibly get away with charging $12 to charge somebody $2.41? How is that not criminal? That should be criminal. So yes, I think that's the thing that makes me fume, is the, you know, I have no problem paying my $2.41. I have a real problem when you charge me $12 to pay my $2.41. You're disgusting. You're a criminal. And it should be stopped. Okay, I guess I need the drag chains for this. There's the big one. So yeah, that's the reason that shipping from overseas is so expensive, is because it's run by criminal organizations who've been given a free pass because they collect for the government. And no, I'm not crazy. Yet. Okay, so what I really need here is some twist ties, I think. what I want to do is pull all this stuff together. Well, that's not going to work, is it? That is not going to work. Okay, so that's the hot end fan. I'm gonna have to turn on the air conditioner. It's like 9 outside. I can't even see what it is in here. 27. Okay, so I'm going to slide these all the way up so that they don't fall off, and then everything's sort of labeled. So we've got the hot end fan. Next one's the part fan. I'll get better at switching these cameras eventually. But I keep on saying that and I never get better at it. Okay, the next one is the temperature probe. T0. Then there's the probe. Yep, that's right, it's the probe. Yeah, I can, if I open a window in here, all the hot air will just, there's no air movement here. I'd have to open a window and go put a fan in the door or something like that. So moving in a way is going to bring some good things. Like airflow. Okay, so there we go. We've got our wires. We've got their secondary labels on them so that I don't screw them up. Oh, well, that's dumb. Okay, I can still screw them up. How am I going to do this? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a way, a better way. I don't think there is. There's no other way. Otherwise, I'll have no idea what belongs with what. And I'll just have a bunch of red and black wires, half of which are labeled. Maybe I shouldn't tape them together that well. And sure, we'll tape this up together as well, just so it doesn't feel left out. And to make it easier to work with. Okay, now we're ready. Now we are ready. Okay. Take all the wires. Line up all the wires. And there we go. We have the start of our wiring harness. I almost feel like that should stick out a little bit more. Yeah, this I can pretty well tighten. And this is where silicone wire becomes a real pain in the butt. Silicone. Hopefully the wire's not silicone. Hopefully it's copper. But it's all rubbery, eh? So it sticks to frickin' everything. Itself, other wires, everything. It's like, I do not want to do what you want to do. And it does other stuff. And we want to keep it together. We don't want to get it all mixed up, because then you just create another problem, and that's that you get kinks in them. And you don't want to kink in the wire. Hey everyone. It's all nice and quiet in here now. Okay. So here we are. Shit. That is not good. That is like the worst thing that could possibly freaking happen. Okay, there we go. I guess we need to figure out what's what. So there's a difference of one thing. I have not pre-ordered Obsidian. I can't see a reason to use it for myself. We just think we need it. We don't really. Okay, so that fits there, but of course it does. It's the longer one. Does the shorter one fit there? That is the question. Yes, the shorter one does fit there. Okay. There we go. No, isn't the obsidian for more, oh, it's a high flow. Oh, okay. I thought it was for coarser materials. Again, either way though, I don't need any of those things. Okay. one cable chain down. Well, not really. Just the installation. So, I guess I got a ways to go. I don't know if I'm gonna do the same, you know, whole thing with I did with the wires everywhere. I didn't do it on the Trident, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it here. What I do need to do though is open all these little damn things. Okay, let's get all this wiring stuff out of here. We don't need that anymore. Not that we're not going to need it anymore at all, but we won't need it until we get to the other end. Which, you know, is like, what, three cable chains away? So that is definitely one thing about wiring your own printer. It does take, if you got the good tools, you're talking 6 hours. At least, I'd say. If you got really crappy tools, it can take you 20 hours easily. So thankfully, we're doing okay there. So basically, I want to make sure that everything fits from here to here, and then we'll feed this in and close it up. If it will cooperate. It doesn't want to cooperate. So we don't want this to be like all crossing over each other in here. We want it to just flow through the chain. So there's not a lot of wire in here, so that isn't a problem here, really. It becomes more of a problem in the next part of the chain after we add 4 more wires. Yeah, that's what I did with my last one. The loom that came with the Trident, I wouldn't call it a loom. All the different wires that came with the Trident to hook stuff up, it wasn't a harness, it was just a bunch of different wires. And yeah, if I wanted to string them straight across the bed or straight across the inside of the electronics bay to where they needed to go, they would have worked fine. But I had to basically do the same thing you had to do, DJ Natty, it was pull everything apart and solder wires together and do stuff like that. Need to prepare for a company LAN party on the weekend. Night shift in Minecraft. 8 hours to fix screen. Have I considered CAN bus instead of Yes, I have. I've definitely considered CAN bus. I would love to run just 4 wires instead of 14. And yes, it would be great. But see, I think that's something to put in a new printer. I put this in backwards, by the way. That's why I'm pulling it out. I think I'd put in CAN bus in a new printer, Serge. Or Sergey. And welcome to the stream. Not in something I'm rebuilding. Not that it wouldn't be an advantage. You know, considering the other ease of life upgrades I'm putting in here, such as, you know, like that, etc. CAN bus would have been a great idea. But I think I'm just going pure for right now. And we'll figure the rest out later. So pure 2.4 R2, sorry, a 2.4 R2. There we go. So if I were to build a new 2.4 from scratch, I think I would probably try a couple of different new things. One being CAN bus. I think I'd also want to try those Manta boards. So yeah, that would be Big Tree Tech if you want to sponsor a video. You know, what are you going to do about shipping to Canada? Move? Hey, at least I get to live in Canada. You know, there's that. We do have to pay Canadian shipping when we live in Canada, but it's better than living anywhere else. You're just trading one set of problems for another. Yeah, I'm sure your winters are nicer. But I bet you my summers are nicer. I don't know. So I'm first generation Canadian. My mother's from Wales and my father's from Scotland. Oh God. Ugh. Sorry, Bert. I quit drinking Tim Hortons coffee when they basically let their contractor go that made their coffee for them and decided to make their own coffee, and now it has no flavor at all. And I drink McDonald's coffee now because, well, McDonald's, they got their hands on that contractor that made Tim Hortons coffee. So McDonald's McCafe is pretty good coffee right now. You know what I want though? And I've dropped the hint a couple times to my mom, for one. I was like, oh, you know what you can get me for Christmas? The hint's pretty direct. Is a cold brew thing. I want a cold brew thing for the fridge. I want to be able to make cold brew have cold brew coffee on the go anytime I want. Oh yeah, I know, the Tim Hortons thing, yeah. Yeah, everybody knows my feelings about Tim Hortons. And you know, I did go to Tim Hortons again, because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That's basically proving it, because, you know, I went to Tim Hortons, I ordered the thing, and I ordered two things, actually, two different things. I got home and I had two of the same thing, because it's, you know, Tim Hortons. I need these. But, you know, it's not all bad. I don't eat fast food, so it's not all bad. Me, I had some nice vegetables and sweet and sour chicken and rice for supper. Some good stuff. Not as good as a burger and fries, but you know, you can't eat that every day. But yeah, I've been saying it for a while that we need a good burger place in Winnipeg. Winnipeg has some great restaurants. They pass through here all the time. Literally, they open up and they disappear, and they open up and they disappear. We're like the test bed for restaurant ideas. So we have tons of restaurants here. And I guess in a way we're lucky because of it, but in another way we're kind of like, when you go somewhere else, it's not like that. So you can't rely on that experience, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that's so. You would think there would be some good place relatively close that you could get a good burger and some fries, but there's just not. Any of the places like that are like those little dive places on the side of the road that are just like a, hey, Zax, In and Out or steak. Yeah, see, we got Five Guys, but we don't have In and Out. All that. We got all the standard crap. McDonald's, Burger King. A&W makes an okay burger, but you know, them and Tim Hortons can go to the same place. We've got the oldest A&W in Canada here in Winnipeg, across the street from the Polo Park Mall. It used to be great, but I'm pretty sure somebody else bought it. And then it wasn't great anymore. Best onion rings. I was when I was looking at houses, I was looking at places in Portage. Okay, so I can't wire this yet because I have not made the thing yet. Now, okay, we gotta pull this apart further. This mess This mess needs to be disassembled more. There's a thing in this mess I need. Now, I'm not going to let this harness and all these wires go to waste. That's why I did keep them. I didn't just throw them away. It's not because no, I'm not a hoarder. Sorry, this is the likes equal the views. Oh, we're almost there right now. Yeah, I'm reusing the ABs. The only thing I can't really reuse are the XY sensors, sensor wires, because they were garbage wires. Almost got him. Didn't like the sound of that. That sounded like a cut of wire. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm okay. And this is what I don't like, that everything else is through it. Oh, come on, let me have my wire. I want my wire. Give me my wires. I win. Okay, so this is what we've got. Let me remove the garbage from here. We'll take this, wind it up all nice like. Okay, what am I missing here? Hey, Twit, welcome back. I think the BAT 85 is for the inductive probe. I don't need the BAT 85. I'm using Clicky. And you know what? I didn't know what that thing was for to begin with, and I never used it. Sorry, I should bring that up. The next printer that required a BAT 85 that didn't have it was all my other printers have it, but this one never did. And it worked fine. I think the Octopus has protection against 24 volt on 5, so it wouldn't have been exactly 24. There would have been it would have been 22 volts or 21 volts. No, it would have probably been about 19 volts or so. Yeah, it wouldn't have been, yeah. I didn't do it. I was stupid. So, yes, if you're going to be using inductive probe, they run on 24 volts. You should probably have the BAT 85 diode across the ground and the thing. Don't do what I did. Okay, so now we need to remake this. This needs to be a thing. So that's just a standard connector. Then we've got 4 wires. One of them running to, well, both of them running to 3-wire connectors. Okay, well, let's get to it. Move all this out of the way. I'll put this up here. Move this over here. If anybody's forgotten, like the video, you know where the button is. Just, you know I need to remind people every once in a while. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, well, hey, there's a button there too. All these buttons just for you. So, this has been a nightmare. This broke here. I had to put a jumper in. It broke here. I had to put a jumper in. And as you can see, it's still broken on the blue. So, yeah. Not good. It was repaired within the chain, so it wasn't done properly either. So let's get that out of here. Yeah, I guess the Octopus Pro is what, was it on here? I'm not sure. I have so many octopuses, it's ridiculous. Pasquale's. I don't know if we have one of those in Winnipeg. What was it? I loved Paradise. I used to live near Paradise. Paradise pizzas were good. Handmade. Now the best pizza I like is that I've been ordering lately, Vern's. There's nothing quite like a Vern's pizza. Yeah, I don't know if I'm bragging about octopus boards. It's more of a statement of the sadness of my life. I've got lots of those. Sorry. I don't know if I really mean that. Why am I standing here? Sorry, lots of stuff in the way. Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep your workspace clean. Too many printers. Yeah, way too many printers. One outside Nipawa that had the best steak. I don't think I've been there. I don't need those. I need that. Need 2 of those. Wow, you know, I hate to say it, but I don't think we're going to get to the Legacy on Friday. I think the Legacy is going to have a nice little break sitting back here doing nothing for the next week until we can get to it. I should probably I remember a place, and it was a truck stop. And maybe we're talking about the same place. Out on Highway 2 in Holland. And it was a place just on the side of the road where the highways crossed. And I remember it from like 25 years ago, and they've been closed for a long time. But they had the best baked goods. And it was like really, really things that you were like, well, why would I have that? But they had like things like big giant sausage rolls, and oh, they were good. Euclid probe order in. Nice. No, I don't have a Euclid. I've thought about, well, I'm standing here with a crimper all ready for crimping, and I don't have any wire. Okay, so what are we going to do here for wire? We're not going to use 20 gauge wire. That would be bad. Yeah, yeah, some of those places are great, yeah. Where I grew up, that's all it was basically, there was no chain restaurants where I grew up. It was all like family run or, you know, businesses like that. So we want one red wire. That's not it. That's not a wire. This is a wire. And I'm going to give it an extra foot or two. I think this is just going to be like a workbench and a half. Oh, no, that looks like a workbench and about 18 benchies. A workbench and 18 benchies. You know, obviously a benchy is a subdivision of a workbench measurement. Just makes sense, right? And of course there's 28 and a half of them, 28 and a half benchies in a workbench, because you know that's easy math. You just multiply by 28 and a half. Of course. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cut this. We're just gonna do this. Now that we're basically telling inside jokes in the stream now that anybody who wasn't here doesn't know what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with one red wire and 3 black. It's weird. When that light was coming through that window, when I set up the camera, I got all the white balance set up, but now it's all screwed up. Oh. Well, hey, I can just add that to the list of stuff I suck at. Oh God, I hope not. I hope not. I'm never gonna hear the end of this now. It's gonna be like, how many workbenches in a mile? I'm trying to convert workbenches to kilometers. Google's not helping. Oh, what did I do? There we go. I can already see the lawsuit from the manufacturer of the table saying, no, it's our workbench, our workbench measurement. Only we can make measurement devices for our workbench. It's a stand-up desktop, isn't like that's all this is. It's a Vivo, you know, those people who make monitor stands. It's a stand-up desktop because I read about it and it was solid wood and it was flat. Oh, NASA's gonna lose another thing because somebody measured somebody screwed up and used workbenches instead of meters. Oh no, we're all in trouble now. I'm lost. What have I lost? Where's my wire here? Okay, what do I have? I have so it's going to be red, black, red, black, black. And now I've got to that point where I can do this part again. Yay! So I've been trying to think, like, think of some way that so that I could do more content other than just live streams. And I really haven't. I'd like to do something that's a little more unique. I think maybe once I have a few more people on the Discord. And by the way, there's links to the Discord in the bottom. Come join us. We're all looking for more friends. I can start asking, you know, does anybody want to, you know anything about this or like this? The other thing I was thinking of doing is like summarizing some of the content I've done that has been popular. And by content, I don't mean like building a printer. I mean like configuring Clicky for the switch wire, because I find that video is very popular. It's probably my most popular video, but it's very inconcise. It's very all over the place, because I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was figuring it out as I was going. The same is the case for the backup to the cloud. that whole video could definitely use some work. So I was thinking maybe of trying to do that, and the reason I think that might be easier for me is because sitting down and writing a script for anything else has been a problem. Okay, time to get the wiring tools out. Sorry. Okay, so what I've done is I've basically wired the power and the signal for the X and Y. Or at least that's what I think I've wired. So what we need to do is we need to mark the other end somehow. Where, you know, the red and black are red and black, but this is really yellow. Is it yellow? Blue, blue. This is really blue. The other one is yellow. How do you do that? How can I possibly make those yellow and blue? I have a plan, and I have a piece of yellow and a piece of blue shrink tape. So okay, that was weird. So these might be shorter than this, but I don't care. I'm just going to take the heater, shrink these on right here. We'll cut them off if they're too short, and we'll put other ones on. I just want these to sort of label this. So now I can just take this. We're ready to go. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. There's something wrong with the red. It just keeps falling out and falling out. So you know what? I'm not going to put up with it. I'm beheading it. And we're going to try it again. There we go. Click. I felt it. Okay, the blue one can still slide up and down. So let's get these all straightened out and all pretty. And then we'll just throw another piece of tape around it. There we go. We're ready to go again. Now, these wires, what was all in here? Oh my God, there's all the parts from an ender printer, 2 ender printers and a Tronxy in there. That's why that box was so damn heavy. I'm gonna pull these off. Probably can't see any of that. There we go, that's plugged in. And these wires now join these wires. Okay, now that we have them in there, I need to lock them in there. Let's get some ties. Those are the ones from LDO. We don't want those because, you know, sanity is important. What little I have left, I should say. Ah! Don't do that, don't do that. Stay together now, stay together. Okay. Now, you want to be on that side. No, you did it, you screwed it up. Why? Okay. So I really want the wires from the bottom of the X, coming from the XY sensor to be at the back of this bunch of wires. And the reason for that is it helps to hold them in There. Now, this is loose. So I'm tightening this with this loose. We want that to be able to move within that chain. And now all these wires are together, so I can properly string them through here. Wow, this is more stressful than I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And now we're ready to go into the next cable chain. Or at least we thought we were. Sorry, I'm working out of camera right now. Hi. The next cable chain is right here. Getting there. Uh-oh. We have a wire that's rogue. There it goes. Okay, let's pull this back a bit. We want to make sure that we don't have any wires clicked in with the actual wire holder itself. Like, I mean, jammed in between the two. Because I've done that before. And there we go. We have our Y done. And the cables that are in there are relatively loose. It's getting warm in here again. I'm gonna have to crank that air, I'm sorry to say. Maybe a quick adjustment to the white balance. I don't think that did anything. I think I'm still as pale as a ghost. Okay. Okay, I think we're good here. Everything seems to reach. Let's There's our motor. Oh crap, I just pulled something out. Okay. All this fits on that side. We've got hot end fan. We've got shit. I mean T0. We've got hot end. We've got part fan. And finally, we've got the probe, which is buried in here. But there's a problem. Because the probe in here was a repurpose of a repurposing of the wiring for an induction probe, I basically have a 3-wire connector there. So I'm hoping I can get that off. But we all know how bad these can be. There's no reason that wire shouldn't come out right now. I've got the whole thing, but the wire won't come out. I'm pretty sure I destroyed it. Oh shit. Well, that's pretty resilient. I might have destroyed it, I might not have. We will see. Oh, great. Just freaking great. Find another one now. So I went to cut the things off and I did it sideways, so it took a big chunk out of the side. So polarity does not matter. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, so what I want to do is put some new connectors on this. They're nice and close to the thing too, just perfect. I'm kidding. And come on, click. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Wait a minute. It is clicky. And there we go. There's our wiring, our tool head wiring. And as with all tool head wiring, it will not fit in this thing. Okay, it did this time. Okay, so take this out of here and move it to the bottom. These can come in there, these come in the front. Wow. It takes up so much less room when you don't stick any lights and other stuff in there. Lots of loose, so there's lots of movement space in there, so they're not going to be pulled tight and, you know, rubbing against each other. We've got everything down to here. So now what I need to find is what may have been the wires for the other steppers. And I think that's these here. Oops. Get that in there. This will get struck up underneath here, held in with some of that 2020, you know, flat rubber thing. This one goes the other way. Okay. I'm pretty sure this was the piece that was holding it in. I just was doing some testing over there to see what the wires for the lights were going to require, or if it was going to work. That's better. This being a real pain in the butt right in the middle. I really should just split the back open and push the wires inside it. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. Sorry. It's like one of the wires is like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. I am not involved. I am not doing what you want. Oh, and actually these join in there. Okay, you know what? You know what? I think that's it for today. It's gone well, I would say. You know, considering we're building a wiring harness, being, yeah, what are we? 3 hours, 20 minutes in? I think being almost to the bottom is good. We've got everything wired up. We've got the tool head wired up. We've got our XY sensors wired up. We're basically ready to bring in the AB motors and to wire everything down to the board. So I think at this point, this is a good point to stop. And then we'll pick this up on Friday. Because I don't think, I think I'd be rushing it if I tried to shove everything in here right now. I do. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Whoa, sinking. I'm not gonna put everything together. I'm gonna leave it as it is, waiting for Friday. We will continue at that point. And then at that point, at that point, you know what? I think I'm going to print the standard stuff for this, and we'll see how it works. The bed needs to be pushed back a little, so some stuff might change there. But I'll get ready for that. There's like a line on my bed. I'll have to get some steel wool. Give that a nice polish before we start printing on it again. Polish, anti-polish, I guess. Scratch it up a little before we start printing on her again. So yeah, we're getting closer. Basically, that's it. Once the wiring's done, it should be a running printer. Software is already installed. Everything is ready to go. It is a rebuild, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm really, really happy with the way things have gone. Sorry, I back the camera up a bit here. I can't imagine anything I'd change at this point. I like the way the bed is going, and we're gonna have to figure out how the cover's gonna work. But hey, I'll tackle it when I get to it. So right now, I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm going to basically enjoy my progress until we dive back into it on Friday. Again, like usual, thanks everybody who made it to the stream. Thanks everybody who stuck around. It's quite a few people this time, more than usual. So we'll see. We will see. I think I'll be diving in Friday, 5 o'clock, same thing. I might get a weekend stream in on the Trident, depending on what other people are doing. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And we'll see you guys in the next stream, or at somebody else's stream. I don't talk much, but I will say hi. So later, everyone. Have a good one. And I'll see you soon.